welcome to the show, Women's Corner. And of course, I'm super excited, as always, to be here. Well, we'll be having an amazing guest joining us via Zoom. Her name is Adeshola. But before I introduce my guest properly, we're going to go for a tip. And this tip, because today we are talking about fashion and aesthetics. What I mean aesthetics is things that are not really, really real. Some things just to accentuate something. You understand? We're going to talk about a whole lot of things and what is trending for women. Are we going to call it fashion or we're going to call it beauty? Well, when we come back, we'll be getting to more about that. So let's quickly go on a short break, and after the short break, we'll be having a tip. And this tip is to maintain the fashion trend that is going on right now in the country. We'll be right back. Let's watch this. Thank you. Tips to maintain fashion trend. 1. The first step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to know your style. What are the colors, patterns, fabrics, and shapes that suit you best? The second step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to follow your inspiration. Where do you get your fashion inspiration from? Is it from magazines, blogs, social media, celebrities, influencers, friends, or family? Or is it from art, music, culture, history, or nature? Whatever your sources are, follow them and observe how they incorporate the latest trends into their outfits. The third step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to experience and mix. Don't be afraid to try new things and experience with different combinations of trends and classics, colors and textures, prints and solids, and accessories and layers. You can also mix different styles such as casual and formal, vintage and modern, or edgy and feminine to create a unique and versatile look. The fourth step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to choose quality over quantity. Instead of buying every trendy item that catches your eye, invest in a few high-quality pieces that will last longer and fit better. Quality pieces will also help you create a more polished and sophisticated look, as well as reduce your environmental impact and save you money in the long run. The fifth step to keep up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to be yourself. Don't let the trends dictate your style or make you feel pressured to conform or impress others. Remember that fashion is a form of self-expression, not a competition or a rule book. Wear what makes you happy, what reflects your mood, and what suits your personality. Be yourself and let your style speak for you. The sixth and the final step to keeping up with fashion trends and still maintaining your individual style is to have fun. Fashion is supposed to be fun, not stressful or boring. Enjoy the process of exploring, experimenting, and expressing yourself through fashion. Have fun with colors, patterns, accessories, and details. Have fun with changing your look, mood, and attitude. Have fun discovering new trends, styles, and inspirations. Have fun with fashion and let it bring you joy and confidence. Thank you for listening. All right, yes, you're welcome back to Women's Corner. Yes, that's the tip to maintain fashion trend. So if we have Adeshal already joining us via Zoom, can we have her on the screen? Good morning, Adeshala. How you doing? Oh, what's going on? Is that
I'm
network?
fine, thank you. Good.
It's good to see you again. Hey,
Yeah, same
have you
here. How
always?
have you been?
I'm good. Have you always been on low cost? This is my first time.
I love it
No
this way.
ways. Anyways, good to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, we're talking about fashion and, of course, the aesthetics, which I told you about. But I want to focus first on the BBL surgery, the cosmetic surgery, right? So, a lot of people tend to see BBL before now. It was a thing of accentuating what you do not have. You don't have, the buttock. You try to, increase it. You don't have the bust, you try to increase it. You have a big tummy, you try to reduce it. You try to have an hourglass shape, whatever shape you want, you try to get it by doing those cosmetic surgeries. But now, if we look at what is happening now, when they are not, I don't think they're doing that again to accentuate anything. I think they are doing now based on either fashion or for the fact that they believe that men will never take a second glance at you if you don't have that kind of perfect shape. But what would you say about this? Do you think this is the way to go? Because a lot of people are doing it, and I feel like it's a lot of health risks for me. What would you say?
All right, thank you so much for that question. First, let me say, BBL now is like rice. I call it rice. It's like rice at a Nigerian party. Wherever you turn, somebody is either talking about it, somebody is either saving up for it, or someone has already booked for it. It's like the new iPhone that you feel like if you don't have it, you're missing out. Do you understand? And the real gist here is that many people are chasing it, just to fit into the social media kind of standard, that figure eight kind of standard. So I think that's what is making a lot of people go into or to BBL at this point. But then we have forgotten, I mean, we've gone from the natural way to this doctor-made curves. And honestly, I think it's beginning to make people forget that every body shape is already valid. Every body shape is valid. Whatever shape you have, it's valid. So I don't know why a lot of people want to do that just to, but I think it's because they think, it's the standard, social media standard now, and they think if you're not there, you will not be seen, or you cannot be seen, you won't be accepted, or you won't be valued, kind of. So I think that's what makes a lot of people want to go do BBL in Nigeria now. That's what it's making a trend in Nigeria.
Okay, so for the word, for the fact, for the, in fact, for the world of me, right now I would not see BBL as people trying to enhance their beauty. I think I'll see it as a fashion trend now. Like everybody just has to have a BBL. Now we have a lot of cosmetologists now that they don't really have to even pump you, right? They don't need to shift your fat or adjust your fat. Sometimes they'll tell you there's this machine, you don't need surgery, you don't need a knife, you don't need nothing. I don't know how they do it. They probably suck your skin out. I don't know, but they tell you it's at a cheaper rate. You don't have to spend millions to get that. So a lot of people are going into that business. A lot of girls are learning that line of business because it's more money, because they know that every girl wants a flat tummy, and they know, okay, some persons are scared of the knives, so it means that if they can do that, for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they have a flat tummy. It's not even about the tea, you understand, it's the pumping and the sucking, do you understand, without even going under the knives, right? So I want to believe it's more like a fashion trend and not something that they really want to use to enhance their beauty, like you said.
It's something that has to make a guy take a glance twice. Now, if I was your friend, right, or if I am your friend, and I tell you, Adeshola, I want to do BBL, right? I want to, enhance my beauty. I want to have a flat tummy. I want to have an hourglass. To be honest, what would you tell me?
Okay. Now one thing about me is I don't tell people what to do. Okay, as long as you're an adult, you can identify the right from the left. I don't tell you what to do. I'll just give you an advice. And my advice to my friend, I actually, funnily enough, I had a friend who once told me, "Oh, Adeshola, I want to do this thing. Like I want to enhance my body. I want to do this and that." And what I told her then is what I'm going to say here now. I just told her that, sometimes intention matters, okay? And you cannot tell people how what choice to make. If you're doing it, if you're undergoing that surgery or you want to enhance your body because you think it makes you feel confident because you think it makes you feel like the kind of woman you want to be, then it's your choice. Do whatever it is you think you want. But if you're doing that just because of the trend, then I think it's a wrong thing to do. I think, my own opinion, I think it's a wrong thing to do. So I just tell her, whatever it is you want to do, if it's for you to build your confidence, it's fine. You can go for it. I don't tell people not to do BBL. For some people, it makes them look more beautiful, more confident. If that is the reason anybody wants to do it, then it's their choice. But if it's just for the trend, the glam, then I think it's not the right thing to do.
Okay, that's amazing. That's beautiful, to be honest. So let's talk about fashion. Why? I know this is not the first time we've talked about it, right? Why, ladies are always thinking that nudity is the best way to go if you have to look beautiful. I do not know why. Because, I ask people, if you take, for example, when you watch a musical video, you see a man all well dressed, all probably suited. Even wearing a baggy that is not even tight. Do you understand? A very big polo with their chains. But you see a lady half naked that she probably cannot even bend down. She cannot even squat. She can't even, like, literally she just has to be standing and, softly moving. If not, we could see what we're not supposed to see. Now, I know it's a way to, publicize or promote their videos because, they have to make it appealing to the eyes of the public. I understand. But is there a particular way that even we as women can be able to promote, decency? Do you understand? Because trust me, some people believe that dressing is decent. And the society has made it so somehow because we tend to always take from the Western world. Now, is it possible that nudity it definitely cannot be totally erased, right? But is it possible that it can be controlled, it can be managed in the society? Is it possible? And if it's possible, what way? Who are the persons that need to really come out and step up for this?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. Now, like you rightly said, yes, it is possible that we control nudity in the society. And as women, I think the set of people who should, correct this are first mothers. Okay, mothers. And I mention mothers first because, the younger generation, they tend to believe what the older generation do or does. Okay, when you see a child looks up to her parent or his parent, okay, so whatever it is a mother is doing or a father is doing, a parent is doing, the child see it as, especially, those that are just coming up, that are still like building their brain, their thought and all of that. So whatever it is they see you do, shape their mentality and their thought. Okay, so I believe that to start with, mothers need to start promoting modesty. Now, in this part, in the word generally, now, I would say that modesty has been underrated. People feel like it's outdated. It's no longer the trend, right? So the trend now is for you to go out naked. Do you understand? So when we then promote that nudity is not underrated, it is just it's not outdated. It is just underrated. And modesty is not just about you covering up now. It is not about me covering up. It is about me dressing in a way that honors my value and reflects my identity. Do you understand? So when we start to, as mothers especially, when we start to let our children understand this fact, that modesty is not just about you covering up for shame, because of shame or something. It is about you, dressing in a way that reflects or honors your value, that tells people the kind of person, your personality, your identity, that reveals your identity. Then I think that everyone, it's like the beginning to an end. And of course, and I think I saw a video recently where a teacher, or a female teacher now, in a school, wore a skimpy dress, skirt, littered at the back to school. And I asked, to what end? What are you promoting? What are you telling your students? In a world where fashion has become something else, what are we doing as women especially? So I think that when we begin to promote modesty, make people know that you can be different in your dressing and still look good and still look classy and elegant, then I think it can definitely be corrected. And why? The reason I said that, I know this because sometimes back, my cousin, a younger cousin, said something to me and it struck. Okay, so this is someone who looks up to me in almost everything, right? And I didn't notice that, I didn't realize that. But the day I realized, I told myself that I had to adjust. I remember you asked me, am I always on low cut? I love low cut. I just want to pour water on my head. I just want to feel relaxed. You understand? So this cousin of mine, then, she called me that day and she told me, oh sis, do you know what my dad said to me? Then I wasn't married, I was single. So she said, do you know what my dad said to me? And I asked what? So she said, my dad was disturbing me to go and get married, blah, 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 blah. And, she said, I told him that, why is he disturbing me? My sister, she was referring to me now. My sister Adeshola is not married yet, so why are you disturbing me? If she's not married, why are you now telling me to go and get married? For somebody else, that would have been a normal thing. But for me, it struck. At that point, and before that call, I was planning to tint my hair. I was planning to tint my hair gold. And this cousin of mine is someone that loves extra. I just want to be me. I just love fashion. I just want to do me, be real, my identity. I was just doing it innocently. But I didn't know that someone was looking up to me. So at that instant, I told myself, the moment I tint my hair gold, this lady would go the extra mile. She would probably do something really nasty and I would not be able to correct her because she would tell me, oh sis, see what you're wearing. Do you understand? So I feel like we have so much to do as role models, as mothers, as sisters, as older generation. We need to promote modesty. We need to let them know that modesty can never be outdated. Do you understand? And dressing up, you have to dress up. You have to cover up, not just because of shame or because of what people will say, but because it reveals your identity, your personality. Be classy, be elegant, and you will still look good.
How amazing. Well, before my co-host will ask you the next question about fashion and aesthetics, it's amazing how you were able to dissect all of this. The amazing thing you said, and I said, because they were not seeing my facial expression, was when you said you love low cut right from start, because when you pour water, and every part of you is receiving the water. I'm like, oh yes, I love that, I love it, but I can't go on low cut. I don't know. know. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I just sometimes I just like to play around with my hair. It's not like I don't like some kind of certain hairstyle. I see on people with low cuts. There are some amazing hairstyles I've seen. I'm like, I want to do this. And when you get there, we say, you have to barb your hair. My barb it. Sorry. Let's go back to what we're doing. You understand? So, but I love it. I love it. I love when people embrace their fashion. You know, the fashion sense, and do well with it because. Trust me, I'm certain before that it was at secondary school level that you see people, shaving off their hair because you're in a public school. But if you're in a private school, you make your hair. But when you are an adult, right, and you're barbing your hair or you barb your hair, people tend to look at women in a certain way as a den. But now, when you barb your hair and you're rocking it with different colors, different styles, people are like, oh, I love how she looks.
Wow.
So fashion is changing every single day. Anyways, we'll have to go for a break. You're still with us, Adeshola, but let's go for a short break so that we can, take a chill pill, come back, and of course, I will give the floor to Patricia because I think I've been asking only my questions. So yes, let's go get a tip on quality beauty products. A lot of people tend to buy beautiful things, even jewelries, even jewels, and makeup, foundation, and all of those things. And sometimes you find out that when you do that, it's normal to have a breakout when you do a lot of makeup, but sometimes it's not about the lot of makeup, it's about the products that you buy for yourself. So you have to be certain the kind of products you're buying and using on your skin, because trust me, the first thing people see when they see you is not your attire, it's your face. And sometimes the attire too could buy you out. But anyways, let's quickly go for this tip on quality in beauty products, and we'll be right back to continue the program with Adeshola, with Patricia having the floor. We'll be right back.
Tips on quality beauty products. Well, when it comes to beauty and makeup, anything you imagine can be your reality. Just add some method to the madness and voila, you can really hit the bullseye with your cosmetic purchases. All you need to do is put some research into the cosmetic brand and products you're willing to bet your money on. How to choose the right cosmetics online. One thing you need to remember is you cannot rush your cosmetic shopping spree. Be ready to put in some dedicated hours to the pursuit of really knowing a beauty product. We list down the 7 factors you need to consider while buying beauty products. Number 1. Ascertain the cosmetic brand's reputation. Before you consider investing in a beauty brand for the first time, ask yourself, what is the public opinion about it? This is because the chances of landing the wrong product from a cosmetic brand that enjoys a good reputation among makeup users are much lower. Cosmetic brands that are household names are so because their beauty products assure quality, satisfaction, and reliability. Do rely on word of mouth or just dial up your besties and ask them how their experience with a cosmetic brand has been. Number 2. Always filter out best-selling beauty products. If you have narrowed down on the cosmetic brand you want to invest in, start with their best-selling cosmetic products. It's easy to catch hold of a brand's best-selling cosmetics at their online cosmetics store. For example, you could start with the ones that are already in the best-selling section. Use and check if you are satisfied with your new purchases, and only then invest in other cosmetic products offered by the brand. Number 3. Check the benefits of a beauty product. When choosing a new cosmetic product, always check if its benefits cater to your needs. Similarly, while buying a skincare product, find out if it specifically addresses the skin concerns you may have, such as acne, dryness, inflammation, etc. Knowing the benefits of a cosmetic product is a surefire way to determine if the cosmetic product is really worth your time and penny. Number 4. Check the ingredient. The key to determining the worth of a beauty product is its ingredient. You can easily find the ingredient list on the product packaging or in the ingredients section on the website. A quick Google search on the ingredients will reveal to you their specific benefits for the skin. Also, make sure that the ingredients that have caused you skin allergy or irritation before are not present in the products you are purchasing. Another trick is to find ingredients that are beneficial for your skin type or concern and check if they are present in the product. This way, you can look for the best cosmetic products based on your skin concerns and needs. Number 5. Check cosmetic product reviews or testimonials. Nothing reveals the suitability of a product more than the opinions of the customers who have used it for themselves. When you want to purchase a beauty product, make sure you check the review section and determine what the majority has to say about it. If there are more negative reviews, you should abandon the thought of buying the product, whereas if the reviews are positive, then probably it is worth investing in. Additionally, customers often share if the cosmetic product suited their skin type or not. So you could also check what the customer with the same skin type or condition as yours have to say about the product. You can also check vlogs on YouTube where influencers share their experience with their product. Number 6. Suitability for your skin type. Before you start buying cosmetics online, you need to be well aware of your skin type or condition, whether it's oily, dry, normal, combination, or sensitive. When accessing the suitability of a makeup or skincare product, check if it is meant for your skin type or not. This aspect is often mentioned on the packaging of the cosmetic product or in the benefits section on the cosmetic website. Refrain from buying beauty products that are not meant for your skin type, as the wrong products may heighten your skin concerns. And number 7. Suitability for your skin tones and undertones. Assessing the suitability of a beauty product for your skin tone and undertones is also crucial, especially while buying beauty products like foundation, concealer, blush, highlighter, lipsticks, and nail polishes. Because the shades of these cosmetic products should ideally mesh well with your complexion to look natural and seamless.
Alright, welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner, and of course we are having the show. Just aside from me and Patricia, we're having the show with Adeshola. Please, can we have her on the screen? It's good to have you back, Adeshola. Thank you so much for sticking by. Anyways, before I allow Patricia to have the floor, let's talk about the aesthetics again. Let's talk about the liposuctions. You know, I've had a lot of people, celebrities, in fact, let's leave celebrities, my close friends who are females, who go for liposuctions. Some of them have fillers in their cheeks. You know, they want to have these cheekbones that stand out, you know, so that when they put little contour, you know, everything is popping out. Some put on their lips fillers so that their lips will, you know, be more, I don't know, will I say outspoken?
But we have seen it gone wrong too, Blossom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, some of them will even, you know, put fillers so that they don't have all this squeezing in their forehead, their cheeks, those marks. A lot of celebrities will have Mesike do that, Tapcha, not Lena KG, Laura KG. We've even had my favorite woman, not Shola Shobowale, I've forgotten her name. You know, she always says that that's what she does, so that she doesn't, you know, when you smile a lot, there's this cough that you have, this particular man. Now, a lot of people do these things. Now, I understand how beautiful it could look, because you look beautiful, but I feel like for everything, there's always, so far it's not natural, I feel like there's always a back end to it. There's always, you know, I don't know, maybe something, an effect later that would maybe affect your health or something. And I've seen a lot of people who have done it, not people I don't know though, you know, you see them, they do so much that when you look at them, I'll be like, do these people own mirrors in their house? Like, how will your lips be popping that? I don't know. But to be honest, what's your thoughts about all this? The liposuctions, the fillers, like what is going on? Is this really fashion? Is this really beauty? Or this is something else taking over the world? I don't know.
All right. Okay, so yes, I have seen a lot of people, especially on television, most especially celebrities. But then my thought is, fashion can be expressive without being excessive. I don't know if I should say that again. Fashion can be expressive without being excessive. I think a lot of women, especially, we do too much. We do too much. We just, I don't know. I can't really like put these words together because it's really sad. It's really sad that many people have now lost their unique identity because of fashion, all in the name of fashion, because they think they want to stand out, because they think they want to evolve or something. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. But simply for me, I think that we can express ourselves. We can, tell the world who we are, how we want to be, without being excessive. I think that's excess. For me, it's excess. I just love it natural. Even sometimes, when I'm wearing makeup, I just love it simple and natural. I don't like extra when it comes to fashion. I don't like extra. So to me, it's excess. It's doing too much.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that response. Yes, I love what you said. Fashion can be very expressive and not excessive. That is very, very true. And I'm going to take that home. In fact, I'm putting it on my status after the program. And Patricia, you have the floor now.
Adeshola, it's nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to take you back to the surgery going under the knife to have the Botox, have your silicone in your breast and all that. But this time they have taken it in a different form, in a different level. You see them taking the injections to make them go slim, and like we're seeing Mercy Johnson right now, how slim she is. I'm wondering, don't you think such injections will have, because I hear those injections are the injections they give to people that have diabetes. Okay, so do you think such injections will give side effects in their lives when they grow older, or you think it's okay for us to take such injections to go slim?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Patricia. What I think, well, for me, I would keep saying, if I want to reduce my weight, I think I would rather go the natural way, because all of these things being told, either you are in the medical line or you are not. It's just common sense. There is nothing about, just let's us look at it from the angle of taking paracetamol. If you take it too much, if you take extra dose, how as little as paracetamol, it can have effect, right? It can affect you one way or the other. Now, talking about all of these things, definitely yes. I don't know medically. I am not sure because I am not in the medical line, but think I think it's definitely going to have effect on them, especially when they grow older. And I said that because we have seen a couple of them. We have seen, especially these foreign women. At the end of the day, they're looking this way. They're not looking themselves anymore. There is something they have so many things to complain about. So I think yes, it will have.
Considering its Blossom?
Really?
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
go ahead. Go ahead. Anyways, thank you so very much, Adeshola. Well, if you do not know who Adeshola is, she is an amazing person and she has been with us on this program for quite a long time. And of course, Adeshola Bakari Adelsho is actually a phonic and addiction coach. She's also a personal development coach. She's an entrepreneur. She's the chairman of She's Made for More Foundations, and of course she runs R&, Plus. So yes, that's her, and you can actually see her on Facebook, on Instagram, so you can follow her for those who want to have predictions, and you want to sound phonetic. So you can please, go by and follow her on her social media pages. Anyways, thank you so much, Additional, for joining us on the program. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and don't worry, I'm not going to do BBL.
We have the artificial one now, Blossom, so we don't have to go under the knife. We'll just wear the artificial one.
I'm not doing anyone, please. See, even to walk to a hospital is very stressful. Talk more of what I want to do for my body. But anyways, that's all we can take for today, Patricia.